Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Farm Sim 19. This is Valley Old Farm, and it's episode number 15. We have moved forward 2 whole days now. So it is now the 7th day. We're into late spring, and we finally have something new, something different to do over the last couple of days. We wrapped up the herbicide spraying, the fertilizing, and there was nothing else we could do until things progressed a stage. So for a couple of days, we mostly did tree harvesting, and we did make some money during that time. We were able to put a bit of money away. And let's see, what did we do financially? Let's see here. We have, over the previous 2 days, we sold $43,000 and $65,000 in wood. Time was sped up a bit, so we didn't make as much as we made on the earlier days. We spent $14,000 on fertilizer. We're still spending our $8,000 a day on loan interest, but we did pay down the loan by another, oh gosh, what was that, $70,000 or so over the course of the 2 days, bringing us down to $2,885,000, which is still a lot. But we are now finally into our first money-making venture outside of the harvesting of wood, and that is we have grass ready to go. So Dad, the JCB is here at the second farm where the baler is, and I have the case IH. We've got a triple mower that we're going to run on the front, and then I'm going to run the windrower on the back, so we're going to do it all in one. So 3 mowers and a windrower on a single tractor will help us greatly expedite the process. And this field right behind us, when I can get myself turned around, is right where I plan to begin. Yeah, the JCB is right over here, and then the shed right in between, that I'm sandwiched in between, is where the baler is.
Well, you're going to start mowing?
And windrowing. So I pass that fence
JCB.
for the baler. Yes. Okay, I think I'm past the fence now. Get that unfolded. Oh, no. Lower. There we go. And on. Oi. You're pushing on me. You're pushing on the windrower. Gotta get in here a little bit further, a little bit more. A little close to that edge. There we go. Now I'm past it. Oh, almost. Now we're past it. Alright, I'll have to get that lower area when I come back. I think for now we'll head up the hill. windrower's a bit wider than the mow coverage is. So this is the only fenced-in field that we have. The other fields, we've got the fence off, but the farm fields, for whatever reason, do not have triggers to turn them off. But the nice thing is it's wide enough to cover any turns you make. I just can't get quite to the edge of the fence. That's okay though. This case has plenty of power to pull a triple mower and to then run the windrower on the back. Missed a spot on that corner. So the entire set of grass fields are all ready to go. So we're going to harvest all of those today. And then we are baling and wrapping immediately. So we are planning on turning all of this into silage, which is going to take 3 days. So we're not going to see a windfall of cash immediately. But in time we definitely will. See if I can't get down here this time. There we go.
I sure can't see this very well.
Yeah, it's still early morning, just 7 o'clock. Still got a long day of work ahead of us. Let's actually line ourselves up for the next row. And I'm noticing on some of these tighter turns the windrower is not giving me the cleanest of rows. Oops. Close encounters of the third kind. What are the first two kinds? I don't think there were any aliens involved. Struggles a little bit uphill. I'm down to 6 miles an hour, but with 3 mowers and a windrower, what would you expect? Used to making nice clean rows, but so far not so good on that. It's all over the place.
Really hard to follow.
Well, this windrower is not exactly making straight rows for me. It's not doing me any favors. I look back. I know what path I'm following. And then I look back at the windrower and it's not following that path. Alright, well, the first grouping of fields have been mowed and rode up, and, you know, as we saw here on this tiny field, 93, it was impossible to get straight for longer than a few meters. As a result, really struggled to get clean rows going at all. Ended up taking Dad a long time to try to bail up, and you can see there's all sorts of spots that he missed, but that's because I couldn't get straight rows. The good thing we've got going for us, at least, out of this, is we've got a very nice Anderson bale trailer here with auto pickup, and this is definitely saving us a lot of time, even more so than the mowing, because between the triple mower is nice, but the awkwardness that is the windrower on the back, the size difference, made it really difficult. Now, that last group of fields that we just time-lapsed through, I certainly got it figured out a lot more on how to use it effectively, but even then, oh, come on. There we go. Even then, it was still awkward and difficult. And did it save time? Maybe. Probably. This is our biggest time saver right here, though. As I'm getting a lot of bales. Oh, come on. Right to the edge of the fence. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Gotta be able to get this somehow in here. It rolled down to the fence. It's stuck on the fence, and it's pretty much in the corner. I'm not sure I can get this. I'm getting little...
Push it with the tractor.
Actually, that is a very good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna unhook. Good idea. Of course, there's a tree obstructing my view now. And my problem is the wheels just wants to ride it. See if I can pull it away a little bit. No? Yeah, I've nudged it along a little further. I think it still needs to come out a couple more feet, though, if I'm going to be able to get in here with the trailer and pick it up. Anyway, these bales take 3 days to get ready. There's a couple ways of doing this. We can pick all the bales up, take them to the biogas plant, and sell them. Not sell them. Take them to the biogas plant, store them for 3 days there, taking them off the field, or leave them out on these fields for 3 days, and then pick them up in 3 days and sell them straight away. Well, at least get this first load and this first field. Oh, come on. Come on. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, got it!
Yeah.
Miracles do happen. Alright, well that's 14 bales on the smallest field of the bunch. That's a lot of bales already. 14's not a bad total to have. Oh, come on. That's not the unhook button. There we go. Trying to get the trailer to fold up. The only thing is, at some point, they do have to get loaded into the silage pit, the sell point, and that does mean that they have to get transferred from the trailer, and then a front loader is going to have to move them in there. So we might as well pick them up off the fields, put them right next to the sell point, and then wait. And in 3 days, go back to it and using a front loader and putting them into that sell point. So I do believe that that is what we'll end up doing. So we will, as we go along today. I might have to get the outer one first. This is a nice trailer, though. Very nice trailer. Hopefully none of them rolled off into the river. I think this field is flat enough. That shouldn't be an issue. Kind of going along the edge now just to make sure. To 87% full. 91.
This is time consuming to pick up all this weird stuff down here.
There it is. Full trailer. 100%. That's 24 bales on board. And this field might have another trailer load. Now, in terms of fields, grass fields, I'd say we've probably mowed a third of what there is to do in all. And it looks like we're going to have well over 100 bales just from this first third. So I'm guessing we're going to have well over 300 by the end, maybe 400 bales. I don't think we'll get to 500, but I certainly wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't say for certain that we won't get to 500. And that's a lot. That is that is a lot of bales. I don't think I've ever done that many at once. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever even done more than just a little over 100 at once before. So we are going to end up with a lot of money coming out of these bales. But we are out of time for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of field 90, the one we were just on a moment ago. Get the rest of that one with the bales picked up, and then I'll get the first of the bales on that last double set of fields that we just finished mowing. Pick up what's there, and then was that it right here? That is right down there. Actually, there's two ways to go in. But this is the appropriate way to go in. The other one is the way to come out, apparently. One-way roads. Alright, so this is the biogas plant. And the sell point. Oh, hello. What is my weight? 34,349 pounds. The sell point tank is right over here. Let's see, what can we... Where's a good spot to store these?
Extra grass cut down here. It's causing more trouble.
Oops.
Some of the area didn't get windrowed.
Oh yeah, the edge. Okay, I'm a little confused as to how this thing unloads. Oh, there you go. That's cool. Lays them out like that. Pushes them out, and there you go. That's done. So like I said, I'll go back, get the rest of these, and then we will move on. I think the exit, this is the exit right here. It's a neat little setup for the BGA here. You don't see this on most maps. Let's see, what's the weight now? 27,148. So that was 7,000. $24 bales. No, that's not right. I think they're 2,000 each, aren't they?
Yeah.
So 48,000. The scale wasn't getting the whole thing. But that was 48,000 liters right there at 200. A little over 200 for each 1,000 liters. So that was almost... I'm doing this math correct in my head? That's a lot of money. It's going to be $100,000 per load.
That can't be right, not for bales.
Well, there's 24 bales in a load and 2,000 liters per bale. So that's 48. 48,000, right? And then right now it's selling for a little over 200 per 1,000 liters. And yes, that's right. It is, because my other series that I did had, I was getting to that point. I was doing 20, 25 bales each time, and I was getting almost $100,000. So that was about $100,000 per load, and I might have a second load right here just from Field 90.
And it's selling?
No. It's going to take 3 days. I'm just doing the math on what we're going to... I just stored them at the BGA, in one of the bunkers. So it's near the sell point. But we could be in for a pretty good amount of money. I mean, if that's... Gosh, what would this be? 2 loads and maybe a fifth of what I've covered, and that's a third of what we've got to do. So if I'm guessing, and I'm definitely guessing here, I'm going to say there's probably I'd say maybe 30. We could have maybe 30 loads. Maybe. By the time we're done. At $100,000 per load. That would be our money. That would be our money covered right there. There's no way. I've got to be off by a lot. That's
So that seems like a lot for silage. Silage isn't that valuable.
Close to the edge by the river to pick that one up. Alright, folks. Well, like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more where we're at with the finances on this. Either way, it is definitely looking like a pretty good chunk of money. Probably a lot less than what that estimate was, but still a pretty dang good amount. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.